In this class, we shall learn how we can find out the refractive index of the material of a prism by using the formula mu is equal to sine A plus delta m by 2 divided by sine A by 2. I will show you what is the formula. This is the formula mu is equal to sine A plus delta m by 2 divided by sine A by 2. Here mu is the refractive index of the material of the prism, A is the angle of the prism, and delta m is the minimum angle of deviation. Let us see how we can find out the refractive index of the material of the prism. So this is the prism. This is a triangular piece of glass, as you can see here. Now here the angle of the prism is the topmost angle over here. That is, this is the angle of the prism. The incident ray strikes over this surface and the refracted ray goes out of this surface. So angle between the faces through which the incident rays enter and leave is called this angle of prism. Now we shall discuss how we can determine the refractive index of the material of the prism. Place the sheet on the drawing board. This sheet has been placed on the drawing board, and as you can see, it has been pinned using the boat pins. A straight line has been drawn at the center of the sheet, and we will place the prism such that one of the base of the prism lies on the straight line. Suppose the prism is placed like this. The prism is placed on the straight line with one of the base on the prism. So we will draw the outline of the base. Noted where the ends of the prism was placed. Now we will join all these 3 points. So now you can see the 3 points have been joined, and we will name these points as, the points have been noted as A1, B1 and C1. Now we will place the prism on the outline. So place the prism so that the base of the prism lies on B1, C1. So this is the base. This base lies on B1, C1, and the other end, as you can see, this lies on A1. Now we will remove this prism and draw the straight line at different angles. Now you can see here that the outline of the prism has been plotted, and we will drop a perpendicular on one of the points on the side A1, B1. So we will drop a perpendicular using the protractor. So using the protractor, we will drop a perpendicular at the point 2. Like this. So this is the normal at the point 2. Right. Next we will measure 25-degree angle from this normal. We will measure 25-degree angle. So this is 25-degree angle with the normal. Alright. Now we will join this particular point with the point O. So this angle is 25 degree. We will write this as 25 degree. Now we will arbitrarily choose any 2 points on it. So this is the point P1 and this is another point P2. And we will pierce 2 pins on these 2 points. So these are the 2 points P1, another point is P2. So pierce two pins like this. The pin should be straight. So pierce this pin like this and pierce another pin like this. So this direction becomes the direction of the incident ray. This direction becomes the direction of the incident ray. Now place the prism over this outline. So one of the base should be on BC. Now look at this prism from the other side. If you look at this from the other side, you will be able to see the two pins. Now if you look at the two pins from the other side, it will look like this and go on till the extent till the two pins hide from each other. Now you can see the two pins are almost hiding from each other. Alright. So on this line we will pierce two pins. So now you can see from here that these are the two pins that were initially pierced on the board, and finally looking from this side we saw the other two pins on this side, and these two pins are just overlapping the image. So we have pierced these two pins and this is the direction of the refracted ray. Now we will remove this pin, remove this prism, and we will draw the direction of the refracted rays. Now you can see that the prism has been removed from its place. Now we are left out with the four pins and the outline of the prism. So now we will remove these pins. And say we will plot these points. The points P3 and P4 like this. We'll join them by a straight line. If we join them by a straight line, this gives the direction of the refracted ray. This gives the direction of the refracted ray. We'll continue it further and we'll remove this pin as well as this pin, and we will extend this line also. We'll extend the direction of the incident ray and extend it further. So this is the direction of the incident ray and this is the direction of the refracted ray. So angle between the two rays is the angle of deviation. This is the angle of deviation that is known as delta, and we have to find out this angle of incidence and this angle delta and note it down. So using the protractor we can measure the angle delta. So if we use this protractor, we need to extend this line in order to measure. Alright, now we can measure because the length of the line has been extended. Now as you can see from here, the angle of deviation is 47 degree. So this angle of deviation is equal to 47 degree. We will repeat this experiment with other angles also. That is, now we have started with 25 degree, then we will go on to 30 degree, then 35 degree, 45 degree, and so on. We will take 6 readings like this. So once again we will draw this kind of outline. Once again we will draw a perpendicular, and the angle of incidence will now be taken to be 30 degree. So I versus delta was calculated over here. As you can see here, this I1 is equal to 25 degree, delta 1 is equal to 47 degree. Then you can see I2 is equal to 30 degree, then delta 2 is equal to 55 degree, I3 is equal to 35 degree, then delta 3 is equal to 50 degree. Then we'll go on to the next sheet. When I4 is equal to 40 degree, then delta 4 equal to 44 degree. Then when I5 is equal to 45 degree, delta 5 is equal to 46 degree. Then you can see here that when I6 is equal to 50 degree, then delta 6 is also equal to 50 degree. Right? So we have obtained the value of I and delta. So we will plot a graph between I and delta and hence find out the minimum angle of deviation. So this is the graph. This is the graph plotted I versus delta. So this is the graph plotted between I versus delta, and you can clearly see here that minimum angle of deviation is 44 degree. So delta m is equal to 44 degree. So I plotted the reading over here also. I plotted the reading. So these are the readings I versus delta, and from that I have calculated the minimum angle of deviation, and that is how I have calculated the minimum angle of deviation and hence the refractive index, that is given as sine A plus delta m by 2 divided by sine A by 2. So that finally comes out to be sine 60 degree plus 44 degree by 2 divided by sine 60 degree by 2, that is equal to 2 sine 52 degree, that is approximately 1.9. Although the refractive index of glass is approximately 1.5, but practically we have obtained this as 1.9. So that is quite acceptable. Thank you very much.